Okay, so I just wanted to talk a little bit today about the elections. We're about 2 weeks away now, and I'd really actually decided I wasn't going to vote in the presidential elections because I'm not really for either candidate. However, as I've done some studying on some of the other stuff that's going on, I've decided that I will be voting in the elections simply because of the local part, your governors of your states and that kind of thing. If we don't start to make a change there, then we're not going to end up with change at the top. You've got to start at the bottom. So we need to get these senators and congresspeople out of there that are making these bad choices. I mean, I know a friend that has a scooter, and we live in the state of Missouri. And it has always been that you could have, you could drive a scooter without a license. Well, they wouldn't change that. Now it's anything 49 cc's or whatever. They define it as a motor vehicle. They changed the definition of what they called the scooter, and now require that you have a license for it. So that affects a lot of people in these rural towns like where we live at. There's about 4,900 people here, and there's some that don't have licenses, and they use a scooter to go back and forth to the grocery store. Well, now they can't do that. And where was the news coverage of that to let people know they should vote or whatever? I don't think we even got an opportunity to vote for it. I don't remember ever seeing anything about it. So I guess it just really bugs me because I've got a friend that, like I said, he can't get a driver's license because he's on disability. And it was from a mental disability is what they said, so therefore they won't let him have a license. We need to start making some changes. And yeah, Trump's all make America great again and everything, and I guess if he's allowed to, but here's my thing. I don't think, even though everywhere I look, even in this small town where there's, less than 5,000 people, and in that 5,000 people, I've only seen one sign for Clinton. Every other Trump that's out there, every other sign that's out there has been for Trump. But if you've listened to the debates at all, which I've not listened to much of it, just because I just don't think they're either one going to tell the truth. But she has already set the platform to call what she's going to call if Trump gets elected, which I think from the status quo of everything that I've seen, he probably will win the election. But I look for her to call for voter fraud and say that they miscounted or oops, something was messed up or whatever. And I honestly look for her to call for voter fraud and have a recount done, and she will somehow miraculously win because of the powers that be. Because I honestly don't think that the regular average American person really gets to count for a presidential election because of all the people that's in charge up there. And really, what does the president do? They're a representative of our country, but they don't have as much power as what people think they have. Where the power that they have is in appointing your Supreme Court justices. And if you don't have good Supreme Court justices in there, you're going to get all kinds of laws that they just legislate from the bench and change however they see fit. So, anyway, I've decided I will vote, and if I have an opportunity to write somebody in, then I'm going to, what will be, I guess. We don't have that much control over it. Unfortunately, it's a sad day. I do think that if we end up with Clinton in there, we're going to have more problems than what we already have. It's going to be a continuation of Obama, and, Obama got basically elected because everybody wanted a change. Well, yeah, you got a change, and it wasn't for the better. So just be careful what you're asking for, I guess, because you might get a change, and it may not be exactly the change you had in mind. So, hope you enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe if you like what we're putting up, and we'll talk to you later.